find this and other great figures at BigBadToyStore.com.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a video review by Baltmatrix. Today we are taking a look at the King of Gods Odin O-03 Fenrir. Now the first thing we need to address is the name. Fenrir is actually the Norse monstrous wolf that Odin battled at one point. I don't think this guy's a wolf in the least bit. But anyway, so Fenrir is the third of the Odin set from Unique Toys, and so far we're getting one figure a month, and I hope they continue that. I'm really crossing my fingers that they continue that pattern. What we have here is the figure itself, the box with directions and a little info card, a foot unit. This is the exact same foot unit that comes with Troll. The foot unit does split apart into the missile launcher bit, which is going to be the center of the thing. Oh man, this thing is really tight. So we've got missile launchers here. And then the sides have two fold-out blasters. So we'll put those off to the side for right now, and the box. And then he also comes with these nice tail hooks. One little issue with the hooks, though, is they are made of softish plastic. They are pretty tough, though, but they are soft plastic. So if you get this figure, just be aware of that. Fenrir is a very nice evolution of the original G1 figure. It has some very good posability, which I'll be showing you here in a second, and overall the color scheme works quite well. I also like the overall molding of this figure. Now, in robot form, he does definitely look like his Generation 1 counterpart, though a little bit better proportioned. Though, looking at the figure, it is pretty obvious what he's going to turn into, even if you didn't know off the top of your head. I like the figure a lot, and I think it looks good. And I'm sorry, I just got a text. As I said, Fenrir is a very nice figure. It feels good in the hand, and there are only a few minor little things that I don't like about the figure, but those are more nitpicks, and I'll be talking about those a little bit later in the review. Overall, though, robot mode is good. Thanks to the figure's excellent posability, you're able to pull off some really neat poses, like this one here, which is a mimic of the pose from the front of the box. The figure has joints in the head, shoulders, double-jointed elbows, wrists, torso, hips, knees, swivels all around, and he even has these joints or hinges here in the feet for added posability. Like I said, you could pull off some really neat poses. This is probably my favorite one, though. Head sculpt is quite nice and very reminiscent of his original G1 head sculpt. However, I do think it looks a little bit like a modified Deathsaurus head sculpt. I'm not sure why, but that's just what it looks like to me. Now, the head has to do with one of the big issues I have with this figure, and that's the fact that the transformation part for his head doesn't actually peg into place. It's just opening the chest and folding the head into the chest. It's not an issue in and of itself, but there's nothing pegging it in. It's held in by very, very light amount of friction. So whenever you move the figure, or whenever I move the figure and tap the head, I ended up popping it open like that. The other issue I have is there is no posability here in the shoulders for up and down or in and out movement. Yes, you have the arms that can move in and out, but the shoulders themselves don't move at all. And I would have liked to have seen the shoulders move, but that has to do with the transformation into limb mode, because they're pegged in a certain fashion. Again, two nitpicks, but I wanted to mention them. Another cool thing about this figure is that you can attach not only the blasters, his hooks, but then you can also deploy his monster heads or his dragon heads into robot mode. So you have kind of like this double quad blaster gimmick going, where you have the heads acting as flamethrowers, and then he's got long-range blasters, mid-range flamethrowers, and then close-range hooks. So yeah, he's really quite dangerous, as a matter of fact. Fenrir's transformation is very simple compared to, say, Troll. So let's go ahead and get into it. And here we have Fenrir in dragon mode. And I like this quite a bit. It's not nearly as compact as the original G1 Beast mode was, but what we've ended up with is actually something pretty cool. It's a much more realistic dragon than, or two-headed dragon, than I think the original G1 figure was. Even though I think the, the Twin Strike version from Transformers Prime that we recently got, I think that was actually a more stylized version. Though I do like this one. I think if that Twin Strike version had the posability that this guy does, that figure would have been much, much better. But still, anyway, I like this guy. I like it a lot. Now, you can mount the cannons on the shoulders, and the main cannon section can sit right here on the back. You can do that if you want. I prefer just to have him as is. I think the monster mode works best on its own. So here's Fenrir with Troll and the other guy, not Overbite, whose name I can never pronounce. So far, this set is looking really good. The purple is pulling everything together, and you can tell that they really do kind of belong with each other. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review of Unique Toys King of the Gods Orden O-03 Fenrir. I am really, really looking forward to the Not Windraiser and Not Hunger figures. They haven't been announced at the time of this recording, but I'm really excited to get them. I hope within the next 2 months we get those figures, because I cannot wait to get Orden all combined up. As always, guys, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.